Is the mainline church declining because of liberal theology? I've heard that from a lot of people, but I don't really necessarily think it's the case. And I want to share with you a framework that I use to help other churches understand this. My name is Chad Brooks, and I am a United Methodist pastor who serves as the Congregational Vitality Strategist here in the Louisiana Conference of United Methodist Church. My day job is helping normal-sized churches be healthy. And I found this framework to have a lot of truth behind it. And it's a little tongue-in-cheek, and I'm going to make some generalizations, but bear with me because I use this the first time I talk with a pastor at a church, and it always causes one of those big light bulb moments. And here's the framework. If you're Catholic, you want people to know you're not Protestant. If you're in the mainline, you want people to know you're not Baptist. And if you're Baptist, you want people to know you're not Pentecostal. And if you're Pentecostal, you want everybody to know you are Pentecostal. Now, there is a lot of differences between those four traditions. There's differences in how the churches run themselves and their ecclesiology. And there's also a lot of theological difference. Those are four really unique spectrums and streams. But what I find out when I work with normal-sized churches, churches of 50, 60 people, that there's so much stuff that's about ministry operations and ministry strategy that they will not do, and they've never learned how to do, and they've never done it before because that's what the Baptists do. I'm talking about stuff like using a modern church database and not just your finance secretary. I'm talking about things like understanding what does it mean to create strategies based off of the metrics and measurements your church has. Talking about the way that you organize your church and you understand who all is part of your church. The way you train leaders for pastoral care and for discipleship. All of these things are not theological. They're about ministry strategy, and we have not done them well because another tradition is the ones who are highlighting that focus. So this might sound weird and odd, but I actually wrote this book right here called Is My Church Healthy? That's designed for normal-sized churches asking that question about church health and church sustainability. And what we go through in this book is 7 different core categories of vitality that are all measurable, they're all very objective, and they're all about just this modern strategy for what ministry looks like. We talk about database. We talk about financial strategy. We talk about this is how to measure all of the things in your church and set goals based off of those things that you're measuring. We talk about the role of pastoral care and why people might be leaving your church. And we also talk about the role of mission and what does it mean to have a singular vision of mission for the church rather than just thumbs upping a few things that people might be passionate about. If you're curious about this, if you want to know more about this, more about why I think that this church operations idea is the thing the mainline church needs to focus on, two things. Give me a follow. I talk about this all the time and everywhere. And then also go to Amazon and pick up a copy of my book, Is My Church Healthy? So I'm Chad. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you around the internet.